Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? Happy Thursday, I believe. What is going on, honey? Honey? We got some things to talk about today. I decided I wanted to do some commentary this morning, and so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Y'all hit the one if y'all could hear me. I hope I don't have more than one live going at the time, but StreamYard be tripping. I'm like, what is going on here? But anyway, let me speak first. Hey, Sincere Saida, how you doing? Hey, Stephanie Horton, Southern Belle 74, Nessa, how you doing? Who else? Well, hey, Lena, how you doing? Hey, Kings Mina, thanks for letting me know, y'all. Cause I didn't, child. Y'all know StreamYard be tripping on me sometimes. Three Heartbeats, how you doing? Hey, everybody. So anyway, I want to come in and chat this morning because I was looking at Deanna's chat, right? I was gonna come on anyway. Hey, KK, how you doing? I was gonna y'all please hit the like button if you don't mind. I appreciate it. Y'all know I'll be forgetting to say that sometime. But anyway, like I said, I was gonna come in and talk anyway because I was listening to um Deanna's live this morning. She's powerful and how you doing? And so and I also have been listening to some other lives. Y'all know when I can get into it, I can get into it. When I can't, right? But I want to come in and talk about what they were talking about on Deanna's live this morning in particular, because I have been noticing for a little while now, the thing going on between James and Nika, concerning the Vegas Gate conversation and incident and conversation, right? Because we know this Vegas Gate thing happened in 2016, and so I kind of just want to give my beef sector commentary on it. I've been watching it. Everybody keep talking about it, so I want to talk about it too, right? Just is what it is, right? I won't go say anything at first because I didn't think it was gonna grow legs. The way that it's grown legs is very interesting, right? And so I heard James and I heard what he was saying about what was going on this morning. And I could have hit the link and I was like, I'm not gonna hit the link. I'm just gonna come on my channel and say what I gotta say uninterrupted. And the reason why I want to do that is because I hear what James saying and I hear what Nika's saying. And in my opinion, James and Nika, they still cool. And I understand that a lot of people, are taking sides. You got a lot of trolls coming from a certain area, I think, that are trying to cause division or just be real messy on purpose. And this thing keeps going, further and further. Now, I didn't know that Nika and James had talked in the background, and James proceeded to take Nika's mod stick. I hate that that happened. You know what I mean? And I also heard that it would appear to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, but James feel like um when Nika is saying, she said, she cool with it, they friends again, they made up, we're gonna move along. And James said he won't gonna take his videos down. And she released 8 videos. And Nika said she's not releasing all those videos on because it hurt people in her real life, right? But I think what James saying is it's kind of being passive aggressive, and I could be wrong, but it's kind of spinning its own narrative when her people, and she did, evidently she did a live, and she let her people, voice their opinions about the subject. And in a way, it seems like it's passive aggressive, and it's spinning a narrative into making it seem like he's the bad guy or he's being a bully. And I'm thinking that he doesn't appreciate that, right? And I can understand that too. I can understand where they both coming from, but seeing as how people won't let it go, they're not understanding why James is, when he comes on and he keeps, responding to questions from the chat. The reason why he's doing that is because he don't want the narrative to be spun. Now we know that if we have been around here for a while, we don't heard this story over and over again. And I think that some of the trolls or whoever um has started this all back up again, they did it for a reason, right? They did it to come at James. They want to, carry on the narrative that he's a bully and all of this and all of that, And you got Nika on here saying, well, I'm not going to be bullied. I'm not weak, and which is the truth, But still, if you're not going to put out everything, or you're not even willing to voice some of the things that you said in response to James, as well as the other guy back then, it seems like James is the bad guy, right? That's the way I'm looking at it. And like I said, I could be wrong, but I understand where it comes from, because for some people it seems passive aggressive a little bit, right? It seems like you may have latent emotions about it. And I think that it's very irritating to James, in my opinion, for the fact that the things that you said back to him aren't being put out. But that one video that people want to take down, and people want him to apologize for, his video was up, and like you said, he's not taking it down, right? And I understand that too. If it's still making him money, why would he take the video down? And it said they cool now, they don't have a problem with it. So why take the video down after all this time? I understand that from a money perspective, especially when it comes to a video, because I have a couple of videos that are still making me money right to this day. I got one video about the McClure family over there. I don't know if they have heard of them, but to this day, people want me to take that video down. It's been up for years, and it's still getting views off of it. And every month I get paid for the video, because new people coming into the sector hadn't seen that video before. They might be new fans of the McClures, and then they run across my excuse me, they run across my video and they have a problem with it, right? But I'm not taking my video down. It's still making money. Why would I do that? You see what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, it ain't going nowhere. It's just how it is, right? So I understand where he's coming from that perspective. I also don't understand, if you calling James a bully, how is it that y'all trying to bully him to take down his video if he's a bully? I also heard him say one day that he felt like when it comes to the court of opinion, that narratives are being spun, right? And people, and it's not him and Nika that's spinning the narratives. It's people. I think it's mostly people that want to keep this going on purpose, that are old to the conversation. But I also think that it's new people. Moreover, certain trolls, certain people that have been in this sector for a long time from certain camps that are under troll pages pushing this thing forward, right? Now you can't make that man apologize if you don't want to apologize. I understand where he's coming from. You know what I mean? But it's also spinning a certain narrative. And I just don't think that's cool. And I just want to speak my piece about that. Um, but it's, you can say, you don't feel bullied and y'all cool now, and whatever you want to say. But people from people from Nika's camp, in my opinion, hey Tasha Webb, how you doing? Are still going to, be on her side. They still gonna want the video took down and all this and all that. And like I said, but if Nika not gonna put up what she said about James, that narrative because it's gonna continue to be spun. It just is point blank period. And I feel like in some ways he feels that that's unfair, whether he's voicing it or not. This is just my commentary. This is just how I'm seeing it. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with either one of them. This is beef sector content. People have been talking about it for days, and I just want to get my commentary on it. Nika says she said something nasty. She said some nasty things towards James back then. She stood in it. Just not going to put the videos back up for personal reasons. Yeah, I heard her say that this morning. I've heard her say it a couple of times. You know what I mean? Hey, teammate, Divinely, Natasha, how you doing? Leslie, Jennings, Angela, how y'all doing? Right, y'all please hit the like button. And I understand that. But I still feel like James feels like because she's not going to allow people to hear what she said back then, it's still painting him as the bad guy when there are no bad guys in the situation. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, and I really do feel like it's passive aggressive a little bit when you say you're gonna open your channel up and let your people, voice their opinions on the conversation. You know, even though you're saying you're cool with it. Now, as far as James taking Nika's mod stick and them talking about it in the background and all this and all that, I think that that's kind of giving people what they want because I feel like it's hard feelings, coming for James, because he doesn't. He is not the only one that was saying hurtful things back then, right? It take two to tango, and so, but because people can't hear the things that were said back then, it's still painting him out to be a bad guy. It's still spinning a narrative that he is some kind of way bullied over Nika even back then, and I hear them saying that that is not the case. Now that's how I'm seeing it. I can see both sides. Right. I can see both sides. And I can do that because I saw all of it in real time when they were beefing. And yes, Nika drug him too. The reason she won't release something is because the words now I understand that. I just, hey, Miss Cruz, how you doing? And like I said, I understand that. But James, in my opinion, James still is thinking, and I understand she won't release it, but it's still helping people to spin the narrative that she didn't do nothing wrong. And he is the only, one that has something to say harsh back then. And we know that that is not the case. And I think that's what he's trying to say. But as far as feeding into it to the point to where you're gonna take the mod stick, even if you talked about it in the background first, I think that is passive aggressive as well, and I think that is somehow feeding the fuel to the fire of people want them to argue. Like I really feel that way. Trey Kingsman, thank you. All these people talking about didn't see none of the videos. She was dragging and calling him all types of names. Not innocent, right? But because she won't release those videos, not even one where she said hurtful things, it's going to continue to make it seem like he's the only one that said hurtful things because there's a lot of new people and there's a lot of old people on the troll pages spinning narratives themselves, and she's just like this innocent victim. And so a lot of her people are taking her side, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there are two sides to every story, and I just see both sides of it, And I'm glad that they cool now, whatever. But it's still some passive aggressiveness going on, in my opinion. That's no disrespect to either party. That's just how I see it. They should not have modded each other. Taking a mod stick was going to cause it. Yeah, it was going to cause even more problems. I think Nick is feeling away because everyone is throwing it in her face. But I really think at this point, both of them are feeling away. Narratives are being spun on both sides, even after all this time. But nobody is taking into account the fact that I really feel that, to an extent, this stuff has been orchestrated from the other party that was involved, and because it was orchestrated, they orchestrated it because there are a lot of new people in the sector, and they didn't hear it's new to them, so they don't know that Nika, gave James as much as he gave her, and because people have painted him as a bully, that's what it making it seem like, and so it's not cool. And so I just feel like James feel away because she don't have any videos of her speaking harshly about him, if that makes sense. I think the timing of a mod stick is going to lead to further conversations. When in reality, it was good. It was a good business move. Well, it would have been a good business move, in my opinion, to not remove the mod stick at all. I don't feel like that was necessary, you know. And I still don't understand why he did that, but or even how it was good business. But I'm sure he got his. I didn't hear what he said. You know why he said he did that. I didn't hear that part as far as it being good business. Like, I wouldn't feed. You can't make me take a my stick from nobody, no matter what you say. If I don't want to take it, I don't care what nobody's saying. You know, and so it's just how I feel about it. I still hear passion in both parties' voice. I wish they could do a full sit down of our part. I think they have of our parties involved. And once and for all, hash out. Um, I guess hash it all out so it can end the. Well, yeah. I mean, I've done. They've done that before. They've moved off. This was 2016. You know, there's really nothing else to hash out. There's nothing else to hash out, except you know, uh, James refusing to take down his video, which he has every right to do because it's his video. And Nika not putting up even one video of some of the harsh things that she said. It's really unfair in a way, because if you really wanted to not feed into the narrative that James is the only one that said anything harsh, then you would at least release one of those videos just to help your friend out. That's just the way I see it, you know. But that's just my opinion. He said he took it. He said he took it because some of her people be acting up, and he didn't want the conflict of interest. I understand that too. If Nika releases the videos, it would put her in a light that would tarnish her new image. I understand that too, NYW, and I agree with that. I do. I agree with that. I agree with that. There's more to it than just I said a lot of things in those videos, um, and it hurt people in my personal life. It's more to it than that, because if James is really your friend, then you will give people a disease. You can release the video where you were going back and forth with them, where you did say some things as harsh. Do you see what I'm saying? Just in the interest of trying to resolve the issue, because really at the end of the day, a lot of people are being nosy because they didn't know what went on back then, and they want to hear what Nyca had to say in response to James' video, or in response to the whole conversation. A lot of people are feeling that. Do you think James should take his video down? No, I don't think he should take his video down. No, I don't. Hey, Better Days. No, I don't. I don't think he should take his video down. I do not. I wouldn't take it down before she even put the video up. They were calling him a bully. Yeah, they were, and like I said, a lot of this is orchestrated to feed into that narrative that he's a bully. A lot of that is orchestrated, and a lot of people, like I said, there are a lot of people that were around then on the troll pages, in my opinion, that are fueling the fire. And I understand there's a lot of new people that wasn't around, and they would like to hear what Nika said in response to his video. But I think that the fire is being stoked and continue to be stoked by people under troll pages. They have been here for a while, even back then, and they're trying to steal. And he calls it a smear campaign. Did he call it a smear campaign, or no? He called it tarnishing his image. I think that is on purpose. And so yeah, that's just how I see it. And so yeah, everyone that attended Vegas Gate should have a panel, not just James and Nika, so we can hear all sides of. Well, I mean, it's been so long ago. There's been panel after panel. This happened back in 2016. There's nothing else to panel about, in my opinion. Honestly, I'm not understanding removing the mod stick. Yeah, I don't understand it either. NYW. I think that was probably a knee-jerk reaction, because I think that they both have passive aggressive feelings about what's going on now, whether they want to admit it or not. I feel like that's what's going on. But guess what? We are all human. This is the court of public opinion, and people have a right to their feelings. Like if I was James, I would feel a way too. I'm being made. I'm being, being made to be the bad guy here, when I'm not the only one that made a derogatory video about the situation, and you're not releasing what you said about me. So that would make me feel a way too. I'm going to keep my opinion to myself on this matter. No, I'm not going to keep my opinion to myself, Miss Philadelphia, because it's beef sector business and it's commentary, and this is just my commentary on it. And it's like I said, I don't have a problem with either of them. It's not my business, But since it keep going on, I say, well, let me go on and say something. I didn't say nothing for a long time, but it appears that it's not going away. So okay, y'all please hit the like button. Miss Cruiser said we heard our sides back. Yeah, back when it happened in 2016. 6 years later, it won't be accurate. Due to things forgotten, etc. I agree, Miss Cruiser. I agree. I know Miss Olivia. I'm talking about me. Yeah, I understand, Miss Philadelphia. I get it. But yeah, I hate it's gotten to this point because this thing is so old. But like I said, people got to realize, and the thing that I haven't heard people talk about, and they may have been talking about it, and I just didn't see it. It's just that you got to see the bigger picture. You got to see the play that's being played here. And the play that's being played, like I said earlier, is that there are certain trolls that have been dispersed, in my opinion, to further this narrative that he's a bully and to keep this thing going. And like I said, you got a lot of new people that would like to see what Nyca said back then because they wasn't here and they don't know. Those her videos are now hid and they want to see it. So you got trolls, saying this, that, and the other, But there are those trolls that have been dispersed on purpose that were here, that were put here, in this situation in order to pick with James on purpose. I can't stand when folks interrupt my dang shows to ask me a dumb question. Right. I think by each content creator going to their audience with their side and swaying opinions. I hope they can get through this. In my unbiased opinion, no one is agreeing to what's being said about them. I understand that too. Hey, Miss Paulette, Leslie Jenner says this has Sean Bradley name written all over it. And he, for me, is controlling the whole narrative. Well, I would have to agree, Leslie. I would have to agree. It's for a reason. Like I know James, he keeps, and then it trips me out because people don't expect a man to respond to the trolls, the ones that really get on his nerves. Every time he jump on the panel, it's one or two of the same trolls that's continuously coming at him. I think those trolls are coming from somebody's camp on purpose to further the narrative, to keep the conversation going. And that's how I feel about that. The whole thing is orchestrated. But as far as them have these passive aggressive feelings and actions towards one another, I hate that because strings are being pulled in the background. But anybody, if I'm James, I'm gonna be frustrated too, to be quite honest. Because you got videos of you talking crazy about me, just like I got my one video of me talking crazy about you. But you saying you're not gonna release your video, even though you know they can help me, you still not gonna release it. So you would have to question that action as well, no matter what she say, no matter what the reason is why she says she won't release the video. And so I just feel like James feels that way. And I could be wrong. I can't speak for him, but this is my commentary and this is my unbiased opinion, because I ain't taking sides. I'm just saying how each of them feels, And it is painting one person to be a victim, whether they acknowledge it or not. It's painting it's painting Nika out to be the victim when she's not the victim at all. In my opinion, that's what I feel like James is trying to say. Now, he won't say it, but I'm going to say it because it's just my opinion, right? And that is how I took it from Deanna's panel this morning. That's what I was hearing. That's the thing that I heard that was not being said. Although this is an old situation, it's very sensitive to both. That's right. It's very sensitive to both. That's why the whole thing is come up again for a reason. Just to be messy. Like, oh, you said it, James, because I don't want to speak for you. You know what I mean? But I feel like, I don't know if you heard what I said in the beginning, but that's how I feel that you feel about it. I feel like, let me drop this link in case you want to say something, in case you want to correct me in anything, because, like I said, this is how I feel about it. And this is just my commentary. And I would love for you to correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I mean? But I feel like there are passive aggressive things going on both sides, you know. And I feel like you feel like the narrative is being spun to where Nyca is being painted as the victim when both things were being said on both sides. Like I said, in case you didn't hear me, you know. And although she said she's not releasing the video for personal reasons, um, if in order to let stuff die down, if she could release at least one of the videos, to prove that she is not the victim here, that would be great. And so that would diminish the narrative being spun that you are the bully in the situation when that is just not the case. That's how I feel about it. And James can be petty. I'm a Capricorn. I know from my people. Well, I don't think it's a situation about him being petty. Miss O, you on early. Read by okay, thank you, Kim Kim. What a mess. It is painting her to be the victim, which feeds into it. Yeah, right. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. Like I said, I could be wrong, you know, or not. But that's how I feel about it. Big White said more than Livy. Lady Nika can really woo bang, but her not releasing her videos can make her look both weaker and manipulative. I agree. I was around when this went down, and I enjoy listening to both sides. Right, right. You know, but these are the same folks that don't know about Nika and the Miss Express money situation. Well, I mean, I'm not even. I don't. I'm not. Talking about nothing. I'm just talking about how this situation is being manipulated. In my opinion, you know, you're right, Miss Olivia, and it's going to blow up. Unfortunately, I think that if it continues, people can get so frustrated. If you're being painted the aggressor in the situation, and James keep fighting people in the chat, I think it can blow up, and I think that's what they want. I think they want him to just straight trip on Nika, you know, because he turned his narrative being spun. But people are human. At Trajan Lang, if she released a certain one, I'm not gonna lie, I'ma laugh. I love you, but sis is gonna laugh. Right. I mean, whether people laugh or not, at least both sides, you will hear animosity. You'll hear Nika responding to the situation at the time. Do you see what I'm saying? With as much animosity as you hear James responding on his one video, you know. And so I think that would relieve a lot of pressure. It would take away a lot of angst going on because the narrative is being spun that he is the aggressor and she is the victim. And I think that he feels like that's not fair. Now I dropped the link down if I'm wrong and he can correct me in it. But in my opinion, I think that's how he feels. And right, it's two sides to every story. You know. So Leslie said Nika dragged the whole living hell out of James and Sean back then, before James even released his video. I was listening back then. See, Leslie, I didn't even know that. A lot of people don't know that because we didn't get to hear it. I wasn't around in 2016. Do you see what I'm saying? They doing all this with James and Nika, but didn't want to talk about girl. That's not in my that ain't my world. That's not in my lexicon, Trey. Yes, the trolls want to be satisfied until the bump hits. Right, till they bump heads somewhere, because it bothers them that they are friends still. Absolutely. But whether they want to say it or not, a rift is being torn between the two because they both have they're both responding in a very passive aggressive manner, whether they want to admit it or not. They're both responding in a passive aggressive manner. And that's what the person that's pulling the strings in the backgrounds, that's what the person wants. Yeah. Miss Cruiser said it wasn't a respiratory. It wasn't a respiratory. Her respiratory. Hers were first. Hold on. I remember James. Hold, let me go back up because I don't understand. It wasn't a respiratory. Hers, well, first she responded. I was there back then. I've been watching both since 2016. I remember the whole thing. Okay, Miss Cruiser, can you hit the link and just tell everybody like how it got started? I remember James finally responded. Okay, so she did respond. She put it out first and then he responded. So do a lot of people realize that she said something first? It wasn't a response from Nika. James responded. Okay, thank you, Miss Cruiser. So Nika said something first and then James responded. But why are people going around acting like he is the bully if she said something first and he responded? That don't make sense. So how are you asking him to apologize for something that he responded to? That don't make sense. Come on now. Hold on a minute. Hold on, Miss Cruz. Let me, just in case this ain't you, Chad. Miss Cruiser?
Yes, it's me. Good morning.
Hey, let me take my thing down. I just had to make sure, Chad, because they be on it with
Yeah.
the bombing. So anyway, what were you saying in the chat, love?
Yeah, autocorrect put respiratory when it was supposed to be a response. But let me first say that I like both Nika and James. Like them way back when I used to watch them. I have watched them since 2016. Seems like I have watched them since 2015, but everybody's saying 2016. So, but I've been watching them before.
Miss Cruiser, I wasn't even on YouTube in 2016 or 15, child.
Yeah, it must have been early, but I remember I started watching James because I used to watch Funky Dineva because of Scandal. And then that's how I got to Ashley Miller, For Is Roxy, and that took me to James. And from James, I found Lady Nyca. So when all of this happened, I remember because it made me clinch. Because first Lady Nyca was doing, and again, I have no sides one way or the other. Even when I was watching it, my thoughts then was I wasn't there. I just hated it was all going down. Meaning I wasn't there in Las Vegas. But Nyca put out some videos and I watched some things. And then finally, and the reason why I say that is because it was some videos done before James finally said anything. And I remember the day he said something because I was actually at an event and I walked outside to see what he was going to say. Kind of left the event. So it was, there was a lot of things said. And then finally, James, responded. And see, that the reason why I'm not going into detail is because that was so many years ago. Even my memory, a lot of things had happened since then. Even my memory is not exact, so I won't go into what I heard or all that. But that's pretty much kind of how it happened. It was something else I was gonna say on this. See what I say about memory? How memory go? Oh, Lady Nika, I know a lot of people, including James, is feeling like it's unfair that Nika won't put her videos up. And I understand him. I would feel the same way. I also understand Lady Nika. Since 2016, a lot of things and thoughts that I had back in 2015 and 2016 have changed. And some of the things I may have said back then, let's say on the video in a church setting, I probably wouldn't necessarily want it said today. Because that's not how I still feel today about certain situations. So it is unfair. But on the flip side, I do understand why she would not want. It was pretty. It was pretty. Nika, y'all know Nika can go in now.
Right.
She can go in when she get upset.
Right. My thing was, Miss Cruiser, though, that I feel, in my opinion, I'm not trying to speak for nobody, but if it were me, I would feel that because things have gotten to the point to where they are now. If I'm calling James my friend, I'm going to release at least one response video or at least one video where I was going in so that the narrative won't be continued to be spun that James is the aggressor in the situation, especially if she is the one that put the video out first and he responded to it. Do you see what I'm saying? She ain't got to put them all up, but in the interest of our friendship, and in the interest of public opinion, it would, I owe it to my friend to at least put up one of the videos that of when I was talking trash too, just like he was talking trash.
And I hear you. I understand what you're saying, but you do know that regardless of what Nika put out, those who don't like James is still gonna say he's a bully, still gonna say,
Right. And
he
I
mistreated
understand
you.
it, but
And
let's
those
not
who
we're
don't like Nika still gonna say the things that they said about. I just hate that so
right.
many people. This
Let me
is
just say
go
this,
ahead.
Miss Cruz, and I understand it, but I just meant as far it's not everybody else, but as far as the friendship goes, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I
Mhm.
meant, like on a personal level. It's got to the point to where, I guess they talked in the background and he took the
Mhm.
mod stick. That is a very passive aggressive move. And I think that it was passive aggressive for Nika to open up her channel to let her people what they had to say what they had to say about the situation. I think it's kind of not fair in James' eyes that his video was still up. And there's not one video up of her saying the derogatory things that she said to him and him having to respond to what she said.
Yeah, yeah.
I just
Concerning
think
taking
that
the mind stick, he explained yesterday that he took it because he didn't want her to have to. When you're a mod, you have to block certain people, and if some of her people that support her channel come in and say something, it's a
right.
kind of a conflict of interest. So I understood that. This
Yeah.
aggravates me for two reasons. Number one is because I remember those back then. And I was kind of happy when James and Lady Nika started talking again. Because again, my first people, before I watched YouTube to watch music videos and how to, but my first people that I started watching was, besides Funky Diva, was Lady Nika and James. So I was happy
Right.
to see them talking again. It aggravates me also because I understand having people say you can't be friends on YouTube. Yes, you can. I understand having a friend on YouTube that I care about. Me
Right.
and Bonnie. And
Right.
me and Bonnie have had some knocked out drag outs about YouTube stuff. And
Uh-huh.
what me and Bonnie had decided is that we was no longer friends on YouTube. We were friends off YouTube. That our friendship was more important than YouTube because we had some disagreements about some things. Some of the things she felt like I should have did that. Some of the things you shouldn't have moved that way. And then we decided after had some knockout drag out. We decided, but we was blessed where it never got to YouTube. People don't know us. We kind of irrelevant to the point where it got to YouTube the way James and Nika stuff got to YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's that makes it a little bit harder. So I guess the way they said, I guess they kind of came to an agreement like me and Bonnie did. Look, we leaving the YouTube stuff alone. I told Bonnie I'm not going to mod for you, and on my other channel that I do more stuff on, she don't mod for me. We're going to leave the YouTube stuff alone because we're really, really friends for real. Because
Right.
people on YouTube want to see you fight. They want to see
Right.
you fall out. They want to see all
Right.
of this.
Right. I agree. I agree. I agree. I just hate that. Like I said, I don't have anything against either of them. Especially when it comes to this conversation right here because it is so old. I hate that no matter how strong you're trying to be on both ends, people they both still feel a certain way about it because all of this is going and going and going. And if I'm James, and he even said this morning he feel like there's a narrative being spun, so I'm gonna feel a way about it whether we done made up or not. That was where I was coming from.
Yeah, it is. I can feel the unfairness. It seems like that he is kind of being question his
Again,
character slightly
right,
a little bit more than hers.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. And in the interest, like I said, and in the interest of my friend, not being painted in this light, I'm going to let them know, what I said back then in response to what he said or what I said in order to, kind of push him to respond to what I said. You
But
know.
it kind of seemed like she did. She said I said some pretty awful things. I mean, she said it, but people
I
wasn't
know she
satisfied
said
with
it
that.
out of
But
her mouth.
you're right. I guess people want to see the video. They got to see
Right,
the
she
video.
said it out of her mouth. I mean, she said it out of her mouth. But James's video, they can go to his video and they can click on his video and they can hear what he said in response to what she said back then. But they,
Hmm.
they can't do that when it comes to what Nika said in order to garner the response that he made. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So they
Yeah, I
still
hear what you're
have
saying. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still making him seem like he's the aggressor, no matter what she sings out of her mouth.
Yeah, according to some of these folks, we all scared of Philip boy. So,
Right,
but I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I
right,
definitely hear you.
right.
But
Yeah,
with that, I jumped out. I just wanted to, to give that part of, you
yeah.
know, that she definitely started the videos, and then he responded, as he said, with that one video.
Oh yeah, I understand. And thank you so much, Miss Cruz, because like I said, Chad, I wasn't over here in 2015 or 2016 either. It
Now,
took
I
me a
will say
long
this: I
time.
didn't know about anybody else. Like when I found, Funky Dineva doing the reviews, I didn't even realize that people talked on YouTube like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that just kind of took me to, other pages. And I ended up in the beef sector because somehow from James' channel, I ended up to Jay Wilson's channel. And
Uh-uh.
oh God, that was the day that Miss Cruiser ended up in the beef sector. And
Oh
I don't
Lord,
know whether I regret that or not.
oh Lord. But Miss Cruz, how Miss Vonnie been doing? I ain't seen no videos.
She's doing well. She's doing well. Let me tell you, I was telling somebody else that I think what happens is when you kind of take a break from YouTube, you know how they
Uh-huh.
say it takes 30 days to break a habit, and then you
Uh-huh.
try to come back after about 2 months or so, and then you be
Yeah.
like, why was I looking at that in the first place? So one of these days, I'm gonna take me a break and leave the PC. But she's doing well.
That's good. Well, if you talk to her, tell her I said hey, and I hope she's doing just fine.
I
You
sure
know.
will. I sure will.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go back in the chat. You have a good day. Thanks for letting me come up.
Well, thank you for coming up, Miss Cruiser. All
All right.
right. Have a good one. Let me respond to this. Demeter says she released her videos already, Miss O. Did she release has she released something besides the 8 videos, Demeter? Because if she did, I didn't know about it because I heard her talking about her releasing the 8 videos, but she also said that she wasn't releasing any other videos. So am I wrong in thinking that she didn't release any videos to where she was talking just as crazy as James was talking? I was watching Agent Expressions at that time. Am I wrong for thinking that? If I am, let me know. He did not clear up the bath issue, and he did say she stole his money. That wasn't nice. There was a reason behind the money, and why is he saying she didn't pay? That was the part I was confused about. I don't know, Miss Tina. Valerie says, Nika walking on thin ice. When it comes to James, he can say whatever he wants to her, and she goes around the situation instead of standing up and saying how she really feels. Till it says, Miss O, she released the video. She released she released the 2 videos that led up to his video, and they were not derogatory. Okay, but she didn't release the ish talking videos, right? She said, "Oh, I thought it was in them videos." Well, from what I understand, it was just 8 videos, but there are more salacious videos. The way I was hearing it, Demeter, they was talking bad. Yeah, they was talking bad about each other. But because James has got his one video up where he was talking bad about her, nobody, she's not releasing the videos that she made in response to that video. That therein lies the issue, Natasha, in my opinion. Exactly, she took hers down out of respect for her friend. He said he will never take his down, and it was $12. WTF? I understand that too, Khaleesi Joy. Go, I get it. Like I said, I get both sides. Then what W said, sorry, Miss Olivia, my video was delayed, and caught up to the. Oh, okay, MIW, no problem. So 3 Heartbeat said I came from Kanika Jenkins sector, right smack in the middle of Vegas. Is that right, 3 Heartbeats? Till it says, Miss O, she became derogatory after his video. Is that right? Prior to, she was acting as if they treated her bad. Is that right? Okay. 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 But was not calling anyone out of their names. Okay. Samuel Hunter said, why do we really care about what was said if they were fighting? Nika said herself that they may have said it. Don't make it true. Well, I mean, you're absolutely right. I think a lot of you, we may not curse Stephanie because I don't in particular. I never thought about asking Nika or even caring about her releasing any video that she made derogatorily towards James. I have looked at James' video in response to the situation, but I think a lot of people want to hear that, and that's what I was talking about. Some people might not care, but some people do. But like I was saying, in the interest of public opinion and not making it seem like James was the aggressor, I think that that is a very passive aggressive move. That's just my opinion, but it is what it is. She said she wasn't gonna release no more, and I believe her. It just is what it is, But I hate that, um, you know, I hate that the situation is playing out. I think that the situation is playing out exactly the way the person that started this knew it was gonna play out. Now that's what I hate about it, honestly. Would you remain friends with someone who maintains you didn't bathe? When it comes to fighting, I think they were fighting back and forth. I don't even know if he meant that, back then. I don't know. So I don't have no opinion about that one way or the other. You know, maybe she's not releasing it because it includes what Sean did that she doesn't want to speak on. I don't know, Miss Tina. Felicia says, Miss Cruz, of course you aren't. And of course you aren't. And his numbers are because everybody wants to see a gossipy line hormone. Yeah. But anyway, but that was just my commentary on what I saw going on. I think that there's being a rift created on purpose. I think that um whether Nyca or James want to admit it or not, both of them feel a way about what's going on right now, even after all of these years. That's just my opinion, and that's just how I feel about it. But this is just my commentary. I'm not trying to speak for anybody, but this is just how I am viewing this whole thing. I think it's unfortunate, like I really do. But in the interest, if James was my friend, I would release at least one of those videos where I was talking crap to match his one video to where everybody is still seeing him talk crap. In order to offset the narrative that's being spun about my friend. That's what I would do. Because if I said it then, I can say it now. Hurt feelings notwithstanding, whoever's in my personal life, if that's my friend, I'm gonna do that for him because I call him friend. That's just the way I see it. That's what I would do. Because you can't tell somebody how to fight, and in the heat of battle, bad things are going to be said from both sides. And it just is what it is. And if people can't understand that, then I don't know what else to say. But if you're only hearing one side and you're not hearing the other side, and both sides were bad, then you're going to be able to carry on that narrative. You know, I think nigga don't want those videos released because James said it was full of F bomb. I understand that too. But it is what it is. If it's my friend, I'm gonna release it. It just is. I said it. I said it. Did I'm standing it. I'm standing on it. I'm standing on my ish because I don't want my friend being painted, in a certain narrative on purpose, and we know who all is spinning that narrative. And why would I let that person win? Why would I keep letting that person pounce on my friend's head when I know what's going on? Miss Olivia, you and I are on the same page. It's not cool. But that would give James an excuse for saying what he said, and that's why it wouldn't give him an excuse. It wouldn't give him an excuse. It would let both sides be heard. Cause see, a real opinion is not being able to be formed here because you're hearing only one side of the story. See, it don't matter what come out of her mouth. James's video is still up, so she can say I said this and all that, and I'm not putting up the video because all this and all that, but the video is still not up. So it's really kind of like one side of the story is being told, you know. So yeah, that's just how I feel about it, you know. Especially if both sides was talking crap. The icon. GM. So I was there back then, and Nika bought it to YouTube first. James did a response video, and Lady Nika did drag Sean and James. Valerie says I was around during during that time. I wasn't either. I only know video of James bashing Nika, and it was not right. We didn't see the right Valerie. I don't know of any other video either. I wasn't around then either. I didn't hear what she had said to him either. I ain't never thought about even wanting to hear it. You know what I mean? It just went over my head. It just was what it was. But some people are not seeing it that way. And like I said, because some people are not seeing it that way, and because people won't let it die down on purpose, because you do realize this is orchestrated, you know, in order to help my friend because it's orchestrated, I would do that for him. That's what I would do. Because I said what I said back then, and I meant it back then because we were fighting. Yes, I've advanced. I've moved on. We are friends again. I don't mean those things now, but in the heat of battle, at that point in time, I meant what I said. See, that's not being a punk. I'm just not that type of person. If I said it once on a video and I still got it, I say it again. I put the video back out, especially in order to help my friend. That's just how I feel. I said it is what it is. Pretty much. And so anyway, that's what I think about this situation. So maybe it wouldn't be so much passive aggressiveness from both parties continuing to happen if something like that would happen. But that's just my opinion. Moving right along. Let's talk about PassaJ's channel, right? So yesterday, y'all please hit the like button if you don't mind. Yesterday, I was listening to Jay Wilson's panel, right? So Jay's video, Jay's video is the effect, and her video is the cause. Okay. Anyway, I was listening to Jay Wilson's panel yesterday, and he had been having the conversation came up about something that was brought from the black sector about people's wives and husbands and all this and all that. And so one of the parties involved was Miss what was her name? Diva Tomboyish or something like that, right? So I don't know what I was being said in the chat because I didn't go back and read all of that. But at one point in time, she jumped up on the panel. She felt like Jay Wilson was disrespecting her. Jay Wilson said he did not disrespect her. She came with the rah-rah. She couldn't calm down enough to have a conversation. And he eventually clicked her off the video, right? And so to me, that was very orchestrated. So I jumped up there, and really being messy. Do you see what I'm saying? Before he clicked off the video, because I was like, well, if she really wanted to have the conversation, why did she get up there with the rah-rah? Now we know a lot of people from that sector would jump on Jay Wilson's panel or Pizarro's channel because they got high numbers, right? So that is another situation I feel that's being orchestrated because she had no reason for all that rah-rah. It just looked real bad and immature, in my opinion, right? Because we all know that Jay Wilson is, in fact, about his darn coin at all times, right? It's like it's never going to change. So why are you up there so mad? And are you really mad? Are you trolling? But you got all this bass in your voice. That's something that we really don't know about and we really don't care about. But if you bring it over here, we're going to do commentary about it. So if you don't want nobody doing commentary about it, why would you bring it up in the first place? And I understand that Android lady probably brought it up first, but you still jumping up there with all the rah-rah. Like, who put a battery in your back? And it seemed to me that all that, she really wasn't that mad, but she was after the click and the view, right? That's what it seemed like to me. But my thing is, all that bass in your voice and acting ignorant, that was not called for to me, you know. But Jay Wilson, he know what the deal is. And he know it's gonna bring the numbers if the rah-rah. But when it comes to the disrespect factor, when it comes to crossing the line, you shouldn't do that. Especially coming from somewhere else and you doing all this rah-rah and when nobody really cares about what the hell y'all got going on over there. But if you want to bring it over here for numbers, all right, but know how to do that. That's all I'm saying. Listen, Jenna, stop lying on me. I have never made a Facebook post about Nika. My Facebook has always been locked to the public. Nika started it first. Stop lying. So that's what I felt about Jay Wilson's panel yesterday. And then after that, the guy, what is his name, the major, the mayor, whatever his name is, he jumped up there. He said he wanted to apologize to Jay Wilson like a man, for for that stuff coming to his channel. I don't know what the apology was for exactly, but chap, it just is what it is. Uh, it's crazy. But anyway, moving right along. The only reason why I spoke about that is because I jumped up there being messy yesterday. But folks, when you come to somebody else's house, you can't just bust in the door with that controlling spirit because you don't like how the narrative is being spun or you don't like the commentary. That's nonsensical to me, but it is what it is, you know. And so yeah, so we're gonna talk about this Pizarro situation with that Diva Tomboyish as well. But y'all give me a second, y'all. Let me mute up for 1 second. Hold on. Whew, sorry about that, y'all. I'm back. So anyway, yeah, like I said, you got a lot of controlling spirits going on around here. You got a lot of people from that black sector over there, in my opinion. Uh, why y'all keep bringing Sean up? James to the video. Shit, moving right along. Like I said, a lot of this is attention seeking, and a lot of this is they want to get numbers over there about some old shit that they have going on, not realizing that the shit sound crazy as fuck and insane as hell, but because it's their normal over there, and I think that they don't like the way that we're responding to what's normal to them, because all that husband calling and somebody having questioning your husband about you, that is not normal to some of us. It's especially not normal to me. I did a video about you know about what I thought about that, you know and so I just think it's not normal. And then you get mad because we think it's not normal. Some of us think it's not normal. And so that's just crazy to me. Tasha, I have a quick question for you. Would you ever have a chat with James to put a final end to this Vegas? I doubt that, Tasha Webb. I doubt that seriously. Let me answer that question for you from my point of view. That's how I feel about it. I doubt it. You know. But really, what can ever be put to rest in the situation? It's been so long that it just is what it is at this point in time for them, in my opinion. It's everybody else to keep bringing it up. Like I said, I think it's orchestrated. Said it then, said it now. You know what I mean? Like, why would you jump on this video if it's not orchestrated? Hard conversations. As a matter of fact, why would you jump on this video if it's not orchestrated? If you're not the one pulling the strings in order to form the narrative, that would be my question. Why would you even jump on this video? Because this is just my commentary from my point of view. But the black sector been saying Allie and her husband were freaks. I guess, Khaleesi. That's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like Allie's husband was thirst trapping, that android lady. It sounded like he was thirst trapping, but you thirst trapping with a married woman. So that's just weird to me. Like, I didn't understand that. And to brag about somebody's husband giving you money and you got a husband yourself, that's weird to me. But that's just my opinion, child. That's just my opinion. Right. Only those people can end this mess. I mean, I mean, it should have been, 2016, really. Is there really anything to end after all this time except for what's being spun right now? You know, Callie is full of shit. She only over here to get absolutely Valerie and the Diva Time Boyish and a couple of other ones are trying to replicate what Allie did, what she has done or what she is doing. And so that's why we're getting all this rah-rah for nothing right now. We're getting all this rah-rah about some stuff that happened a long time ago, but it's new to us. So we're doing commentary about it because it's not normal to us, but that's just in order to replicate what Allie has done, in my opinion. They playing follow the leader. Which brings me, y'all please hit the like button. Which brings me to the pizza. There's also in my title of the video it says pizza get intel done on her. So let's talk about that. So, like I said, they over here to get numbers, right? So once again, they're going at Pizarro. Okay, they got a conflict with Jay Wilson, right? Jay Wilson getting the numbers. Now all of a sudden, the Diva Tomboyish is wanting to do intel on Pizarro. She says she gonna watch Pizarro. How she go to where she go to the store, cause she in Miami like Pizarro. When she take her kids to school, where she live, and all this and all that, right? And eventually she gonna run up on Pizarro and she gonna beat Pizarro up. I was like, huh? Really? Cause of something that's going on YouTube? I was like, girl, are you in high school? How you gonna run up on somebody cause something cause they trolling you on YouTube and you will troll your own self? Like you're a whole grown woman with a husband. What you mean you gonna run up on somebody and fight? You sound crazy as hell. I believe she really is going to pull up on Pizza. I don't. Yeah, Miss Cruiser, that's what she said. Yes, she sound crazy as hell. Like I said, it's normal to them over there, but it's not normal for us over here. Now, me and Pizarro alone have gotten in knockdown dragouts, a couple of times, but never has it ever gotten so bad to where I say I'm gonna pull up at your house. Really, for what? Even if I was in Miami, I wouldn't be saying I'm gonna pull up at your house for some words on YouTube. And her Pizarro ain't even really gotten into it like that. Pizarro just over there lightly trolling her. It ain't even that deep. So you sound fake and phony as hell. That's that black sector shit that I be telling you about. And for the fact that, and for the fact that she might really, because they really be wanting to pull up on people, right? So if they both is in Miami and she's doing intel on Pizarro, like stalking her moves and shit, what if she really was trying to run up on that lady with some kind of video and stuff? All cause of what's been going on YouTube? That's not normal. You need to set the fuck down, Diva Tomboys, and shut the fuck up. Because you're doing it for clicks and views, but you sound immature as fuck. This ain't high school. What you mean you gonna run up on somebody? What you mean you gonna be stalking? Pretty much you're saying that you're gonna stalk the girl until you see fit to run up on her. If I was in Florida and a bitch was to tell me that she gonna come to my motherfucking house, I'd be waiting for the bitch. I wish a bitch would. Some of you hoes talk too goddamn much. Okay? Because that is out of order for you to say that. Now, I don't know if you got kids, but Pizarro got motherfucking kids, bitch. What you mean you gonna run up on her? Because y'all both in Florida. Child, Diva just talking. She said she's gonna team up with Cookie against Pizza. And that's for numbers. That's for clicks and views and motherfucking attention. But bitch, if you want attention over here, Diva Tomboyish, you're going about it the wrong motherfucking way. Because you sound crazy as the fuck. Like you gonna stalk somebody down until it's a time where y'all can meet in a parking lot or something. Meet in a parking lot to do what? Ugh, really? Because of something somebody said on YouTube? You don't know how fucking wretched that shit sound? Damn. The fuck you mean? Girl, you need to pull it. You need to take the bass out your voice, number one, because it ain't that goddamn deep. Okay? I believe she would pull up for clicks and views. Yes, I do. For some bullshit. You got a video of the girl all on your channel. Girl, this is for clicks and views, but you're going about it the wrong way because you sound crazy as the fuck. Like, for real. This is my commentary. This is just how I see it. You know, I think that was uncalled for her to say all of that stuff. In my opinion, it was uncalled for. You know, you're going to run up on somebody because somebody trolling you, just like you trolling them on YouTube. You got to take it offline for little or nothing. But the only reason why you want to take it offline is for clicks and views. See, that's why I tell y'all about that goddamn Black Sector Death Star. They take the shit to a whole unnecessary other level, you know, because she has mentioned, you know, like I said, pretty much stalking a girl. You know, we know that people have pulled up on one another over there. They've swatted people's homes, and they've done all this and all of that. But when it comes to the B sector, ain't nobody trying to do all it over here. So why would you bring that bullshit ass shit over here, them fucking dumbass shenanigans over here? I was called something that somebody saying just call somebody trolling you back. That shit is not normal. Just cause you motherfuckers don't know how to play right in somebody else's sandbox, don't mean you gotta stalk somebody offline and pull up on them for clicks and views. That's not making you look hard, diva tomboyish. It's not making you look cute. It's making you look like a dumb bitch. For you even let that come out of your mouth. Now, I understand that's the normal over there, but over here, that's not the norm. So when Pizarro said she wasn't going to beat you in no parking lot or whatever to fight with you, I don't blame her. But as far as you take, and I don't even believe that, I can't even say that I don't believe that she would stalk the girl's home if she really found out how she lived, because they do this sort of thing over there. The shit is weird. You know, right? It's just not that serious. And we do like to laugh. You know, the shit is weird. Like, you didn't have to go that hard. And I believe that your dumb ass would do some fucking shit like that for a click and a motherfucking view. And then it's fake as fuck. You know, you got all this bass in your voice, just like you went to Jay Wilson's panel with that bass in your motherfucking voice. Bitch, calm the fuck down. And act like folks. It ain't that motherfucking deep. Right. She sound like another bulldog. Like that bulldog that she following behind. So she said my name. She said my name. So? It's YouTube. Like, what you mean? Because she said your name, you want to run up on her and fight her? Because she said your name on YouTube? Does that sound normal? That shit is not normal. Damn. Calm the fuck down. It ain't got to be that deep. But I wish your bitch would threaten me like that. Because, bitch, I call your motherfucking buff. I released the motherfucking baby dragons on your ass if I was in Miami. Bitch, you wouldn't even ever see me. But you remember this ass whooping. Because people know who to fuck with. Okay? The fuck? Threatening somebody like it's supposed to move somebody. You moving the right motherfuckers, I tell you that, bitch, because you wouldn't be moving me. For real. The fuck? Sounding childish as hell like it's motherfucking high school. Man, we gonna meet. Tell me what parking lot you want to meet me in. Blah, blah, blah. Girl, shut the fuck up. Keep your ass. You say you don't want to be over here, and there's a couple of motherfuckers you like over here, and all of this and all that. Okay, so keep it there. The shit is weird. It's not normal. You too old to be saying you want to fight somebody because of words on motherfucking YouTube. Bitch, you sound crazy. You need to shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down and worry about what the fuck is going on in your own goddamn household. Can you do all that rah-rah explaining to us while your husband is explaining to another nigga, having a conversation about you, his wife, on YouTube? That shit is not normal. Now, if you pay more attention to shit like that, bitch, instead of some dumbass shit like you're going to pull up on somebody, you be okay. But until you can tell us why the fuck your husband is having a conversation with you with another nigga on YouTube, we don't want to hear that bullshit. They use the weakest, thirstiest channels, Pizza and Jay Weezer, to infiltrate, and they both want numbers so they don't cut. I agree with that, Khaleesi. I agree with that. That's exactly what's going on. I agree. I agree. Because they know they can get away with it over there. I agree. Hold on, y'all. I know I'm trying to block this thing, but I don't want to fuck somebody's shit up. Uh, hold on. Y'all know them Russian bots be coming in. I'll be trying to get them out. But I agree with what she said. I agree. But there's, but even if you want to troll somebody, to garner some attention to your sector, which is what's going on, you don't have to go that far. You ain't got to say you actually want to pull up and throw fisticuffs. In the first place, I don't want to touch nobody. I don't want to touch none of you hoes. The fuck? And I'm telling what the fuck you got, bitch. Don't nobody want to touch you. What you mean you want to fight somebody? I can see you, Chlorio. Are you okay? Too old for that mother. And why the fuck you want to mess up your weave anyway? And mess up your motherfucking nails, bitch. About some shit on YouTube like you in high school. Ain't nobody trying to put Vaseline on their face no more. You go fisticuffs with other grown motherfuckers. Where the fuck do they do that at? You sound dumb as fuck. You sound childish as hell. But that's that mental illness in the goddamn dark sector over there. I be telling you, I told y'all to leave that Death Star alone and make it so bad the bitch just wants some attention. At the end of the day, you want to garner the attention that android lady got over there. Okay? But you should be worried about why that android lady made you look bad over there when it comes to that conversation about y'all motherfucking husbands. So you can't answer for that shit, but you want to fight Pizarro over some bullshit, but you can't answer to that dysfunctional ass shit, that triangle, that entanglement that y'all had going on with each other husbands and shit. Now, if you want to talk about some shit, talk about that shit, because that's very interesting to me. Okay? iPhone said, I wish I would catch a case with these stupid females over. Right, girl. But I wish bitch, I will hit you in the top of your goddamn head if you running up on me in Walmart or when I'm trying to get my kids out of school with some goddamn YouTube shit. The fuck are you? The hell? All this goddamn rah-rah knowing your motherfucking ass ain't gonna do shit. Bitch, shut the fuck up and sit down. Worry about that. The fuck? Shit is crazy. Name is valid. One conversation. You ain't lying. Girl, I know you ain't lying, Khaleesi. That shit is crazy. They be doing the most. Tell me something. She gonna stalk and see when the girl dropping her kids off at school. She gonna see when she this, that, and the other, the in front of her house and meet me in the parking lot. Bitch, ain't nobody meeting you in the parking lot. The fuck wrong with you? Like I said, if you want to bring your ass over here and have a conversation with the people that you do like in the B sector, okay, bitch. See, that's why I said, I told y'all to stay away from the motherfuckers. They do too much. They take it to the fucking extreme. You got this bitch talking about she want to stalk somebody, do the intel until she can fight Pizarro. She gonna walk up on her and rah, 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 and blah, blah. Girl, shut the fuck up. The fuck? Damn. I ain't saying that Pizarro won't. The point is, not if Pizarro will fight or not. The point is, why is the conversation of fighting even coming up amongst adults when it's about YouTube bullshit? Pizarro ain't stalked her. Pizarro ain't said she gonna find out where she live. And Diva Tarboy's talking something. Well, everybody is 15 minutes away in Miami and blah. Bitch, you ain't trying to find your 15 minutes away, bitch. You trying to find her 15 minutes a motherfucking way. But see, that's what they get for dealing with the motherfuckers over there. That's what the fuck they get. And the bitch talking about something, well, I don't need a B sector for that. Okay. Then set your ass on down on in the black sector and keep that crazy ass, I'ma run up on you shit over the fuck over there. Cause ain't nobody trying to deal with that motherfucking crazy ass shit over here. We're just trying to roast and gag over here. Don't nobody want to meet you at the Walmart in the parking lot, bitch. We just want to roast and fucking gag. And bitch, just cause you ain't got no motherfucking combats No comebacks, bitch. Don't mean we want to go in military combat with your motherfucking ass, bitch. Ain't you ex-military, bitch? What you going through? About a PTS motherfucking D, bitch? Is that why you got all that rah-rah bass in your voice for nothing at all? Is that why you trying to orchestrate a motherfucking beef, bitch? Because you want some motherfucking attention? Bitch, ain't nobody trying to do that shit over here. Okay? And so if you in the black motherfucking sector and the bitch ain't in here, maybe you can reload them. Maybe you can just let the bitch know how I feel about it. Okay, bitch, calm the fuck down. It ain't got to be that deep. You sound dumb as fuck, and don't nobody give a fuck about your dumb ass shenanigans. We are not impressed. We are not trying to swat your house. We're not trying to do intel on you, bitch. And we damn sure ain't trying to meet you at motherfucking Walmart, bitch. Okay? We just want to roast a motherfucking gag. Bitch, sit down, take a few lessons. You said you intelligent. You said you educated. So if you educated and you intelligent, bitch, then you know how to read a bitch back. You know how to troll a bitch back. That's it. That's motherfucking out. Okay? Damn. Give me a fucking break. Jesus. My God. I feel like I'm talking to the teenagers in my home. Fight for what? God dang it. Fight for what? Oh, Jesus. And then they get trying to, and they got mad at me for saying I didn't want none of the motherfuckers on my channel and blah, blah, this and blah, blah. I'm on Jay Wilson's channel yesterday, right? And one of the and then I don't understand, you know what? Some of these motherfucking trolls got controlling spirits, right? So I'm on Jay Wilson's panel yesterday, right, y'all? And so I'm coming up, I'm being messy, just like I'm being messy now, right? This motherfucking troll gonna tell me something. I thought you didn't like nobody in the Jassy. Oh, Miss O. Oh, is she in here? Is not scared of you, tell. Oh, is this Jassy person here thinking I'm scared of her? Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Because I ain't looking at the chat like I should. Hold on, let me see who this is, child. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me put my thing up because I don't know these people like it. I don't know y'all like it. Hold on. God damn it. Hold on. Hello?
Hey, Miss O.
Hey, how you doing? Is this the Jassy person?
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
But
how you doing? I had to put up there because people be...
hold on now, Miss
No,
O.
I'm just saying people be porn bombing people.
Yeah, we got a lot of that go on.
Yeah,
we got a lot of that go on.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Now if you remember when we first talked this sometime last year, right? And I told you that black sector crazy. Okay.
Right.
Things go 0 to 60 in black sector. Diva always been like this. Diva came to my house, so she say. I don't know if she really
came
did.
to your house for real? Wait.
I don't know. I don't know if she really did it though. But she did say she came to my house though.
Damn.
She did say that.
That's insane.
She said that she had seen me outside with my kids, and that's the reason why she ain't fight me, because she seen me playing with my kids.
No.
That's what happened. I don't know if this true. I know that she did a live about it a few times. She said it. I went cold clean the hell off on her though, but she did say that.
You.
Yeah, she did. She said, I said, now you would have ran up on me with my kids. See, I would have really told you out the frame then too. So,
girl,
but she did say that. Yeah, she did say that. Diva came out the gates doxing me. Diva don't have no chill. Like, she don't come and just start like roasting or whatever. Like, some of us will roast, but you got to understand, Miss O, everybody in my sector can't roast, Miss O. Everybody can't do that. Right? So I'm a roaster. I will dox you and go crazy on you, but it gotta go for a minute for me to get there.
Right.
Okay. So if she came out the gates, and because I'm just figuring out this piece, see, I cover everything that go on that involves somebody with my sector. So if she done came and started trying to find Pizarro and going at Pizarro, that's what you had to happen.
Yeah. She going at Pizarro. She said she wanted to, find out where Pizarro lived. She was gonna run up on her, and then she said, she asked her to, invited her to meet her in the parking lot to actually fight because they both in Miami, and everybody in Miami is 15 minutes away from each other.
Oh, Diva
She
not
gonna
gonna
stop
do
her
that.
friends.
Diva not gonna do that. Let me tell you why Diva not finna do that. Diva not finna do that because Diva is like a troll and hiding in our sector. No,
Right.
nobody has caught Diva. Diva ain't been doxxed. Okay.
Uh-huh.
What we confirmed is that she is in the military, but her identity is still kind of incognito. She
Uh-huh.
not finna do that. See, if she was to go and run up on Pizarro, then that would bring her outside, and she know there's
Mm,
people over here that's still looking for her, and we would
mm.
we would then know for certain some things. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So
Oh,
I don't
wow.
think that she's really gonna do that. I just think that that's something that she's saying. Now, will Diva docs and do all of that and find stuff and shit? Yeah, I was the first person Diva docs. Diva docs the shit out of me and my whole family.
Mm.
Yeah, so she
Well,
will
why
do.
she do that, Jassy? Why she do that though?
She because I was beefing with a different YouTuber and she came out. That's the way that she basically entered into our sector. That's how she came up in our sector by going after me.
Wow. Well, a
So
lot of
that's
them, it seems
probably
like
why she going
a lot of
after
them.
Pizarro, because Pizarro, be doing her thing over here in y'all sector. So
Right,
that's
right,
probably why she going after Pizarro.
right, right. But she got the wrong tactics when you come over here. But let me ask you this, Jassy, since you up here, baby. It seemed like a lot of them channels, they was getting clicks and views off of what was going on with you and your children.
Yeah.
And my question to you is, why would they pick? See, this seemed crazy to me too, right? Even over here, it seemed crazy to me too that they would pick. There are a lot of things that you can go
Uh-huh.
back and forth with a person about, but why
Uh-huh.
pick your children to come at you in particular?
Mm.
Your
Well,
children.
oh, Miss O, have you ever seen me roast?
I mean, no, I really never seen you roast, but to take it
Well,
to the
that's like
level
you see
about your
now, D, that
children,
you'll get some understanding then, cause I go hard in the paint. So
I understand that, but we
they
go
don't
hard
they
to
don't
paint
be
over
having
here, but
nothing
kids
else.
are off
They
limits.
they don't be having nothing else. See, they're gonna go for what they feel is the chink in your armor, the thing that they feel will really hurt you, the thing that they
Right.
feel is your weakness. That's what they're gonna go for. They don't have anything
I mean,
else
that
to go
minutes,
for me.
but they was calling, I mean, CPS on you, and I
Yeah, they
don't you
did.
think it's a bit much?
Yeah, they've been calling CPS. They've been doing this for a long time. But yeah, when they had sat up here, which they still lying about this. Okay, hold on. Let me make this clear too, because this is unclear. But for a lot of people did ask this over in the beef sector. I've been hearing.
Mhm,
The issue wasn't about uh there being a case. The issue was about the case being put on YouTube. That's why I was
mhm.
on them.
Right.
Okay. It wasn't about nothing. This is a confidential matter that got put on YouTube. It did not get put on YouTube by me. Don't
Right.
let nobody tell y'all that's what happened. That's not what happened. It did not
Wow.
get put on YouTube by me.
Wow.
So they had put it out here, and when they put it out here, everybody was calling CPS, everybody was meddling, and they had ended up dragging the whole situation out and making everything worse, making it worse. And then
Yeah.
now that I'm on their ass in my sector, I don't involve nobody else with it. I don't come and bring nobody else into it. I just been on their ass. And
Right.
so they are trying to act like what I'm saying don't make no sense, but it do. They already know what it is. They already know
Right.
why things are the way that they are. But they
Yeah.
don't have anything else to come at me with. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I will get on them about any and everything under the sun, and I don't
Yeah.
too much really get on kid stuff. The only
Yeah.
reason why I would get on kid stuff is if you talk about me and my kids, then I'll talk about you and your kids. I don't drag kids though. Now I don't
Yeah.
drag kids, but
Mm,
I'll talk
mm,
about
mm.
things that you could do better, things that's off with you. But outside of that's all they got. They don't never have nothing. They'll try to come with some little stuff or whatever. They'll be like,
Mm,
oh, rat face, she ugly, she dusty, da 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 da, and that's
mm,
all they got. But the thing is, black sector want to get under your skin. They want to get
mm.
under your skin. They want to find whatever they feel like is gonna hurt you the most, and then that's what they're going to come with.
So
So
do you
they
think
know
that's why
that.
she doing Pizarro like that?
Yeah, yeah. So she's gonna go and nitpick and try to find. I'm telling you, what she's doing to Pizarro, it sounds a lot like what happened with me and her. She just came out of nowhere to impress people. She started doxing me and shit. Diva, I don't want to hear shit from your motherfucking ass. If you see this, talk about some Jassy. We supposed to let that go. I told you if I see something, I'm gonna say it. Okay,
Mm,
you did do this exact same shit to me. Came out of nowhere to impress some people, and she
Mm.
started doxing me and shit. That's what she
Oh
did.
wow.
And the
Oh wow.
culmination of it was that she did say she came to my house. There's no receipts on this. There's no proof. She ain't never announced it. Nothing. She just said it in a live that, oh, I came to Jassy's house and I seen her with her kids, and she's a good mom for what I could see. So that's why I ain't fight her when I seen her. That's what she said.
Mm. Well, girl, thanks for letting us know
Yeah.
because let
So
me
I
ask
don't
you
I
this.
don't know. She was in the military. That's true.
Yeah, I heard
But
you
I
say
don't think
that.
she gonna come out and I don't think she gonna really fight Pizarro. Now, will she find her and dox her? Yeah. But do I think that she gonna fight her? No.
Well, I would hope not, because this is crazy as fuck.
Yeah,
But
I
let me
think
answer
that
this
people
question,
have to
Jazzy.
be
Jazzy,
mindful that y'all
Jazzy,
sector is a beef.
Jazzy,
Yeah.
Jazzy. Let me answer this because it's pertaining to you. Somebody named Annalisa, I don't know if you know her or not, but I don't know her. Somebody named Annalisa said, life has hit a new low when you have Jazzy on your panel. Well, I mean, she asked to click the link. And so what's wrong with having Jazzy on the panel? I don't see nobody else
They
coming
always
over here.
they look, miss, they hate to see me go anywhere. Okay, that's what they do. They hate to see me go anywhere. They get bothered. Tons of them will come out. They get mad when they see me anywhere. Okay, because they
Uh,
over in my sector. They done been in my sector trying to kill me off, trying to shut me down. They just hate to see me anywhere. That's just how they are. And
or
it's unnecessary because I be seeing them on panels all the time. Y'all don't see me come out nowhere and say nothing to nobody about
well,
it.
I just feel like it's very brave of you to hit my panel, and I've been talking shit about the black sector. You've been in here when I've been talking shit, and you
Yeah.
hit the panel anyway. That's not being weakness. I respect that. Do you see what I'm saying? I didn't see Diva Tomboys hit the motherfucking
You
panel. She
allowed to
talking
have an
all that rah
opinion.
rah.
You
She
you
talking like
your
kind of like a
opinion of the
goddamn
black sector
bulldog
is
over
based
there.
upon your own observations, and you're allowed to have that.
Right. But I'm just saying I was talking about her in particular, and she got all the rah rah. She didn't hit the motherfucking panel,
Diva,
but
where
you
you
did.
at, Diva? She might be at work. I don't know. Diva, where you
Oh,
at? She
but
she'll
maybe she
come
at work. I
sometime.
don't know. I don't know.
I
But
would
thank you
expect
for
that she
coming
would.
up
I would
here.
expect that now I would expect that she absolutely, because this is a call out, okay? And I'm gonna
Mm.
definitely say something about it and say, Diva, you done been called out. You done been called to a panel to talk about this here. So she do need to come and talk about it, answer about it, because it don't make no sense. I didn't see where Pizarro did anything that have her going 0 to 60 like
Me
that.
either.
So
I really didn't.
I don't know why she going that way.
I
Um
really didn't.
and so
Pizarro didn't threaten her
that's weird.
life. She didn't threaten to dox her. She didn't, throw no physical threats towards her or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
basic trolling, not even deep trolling. These are just this is really simple stuff. Like
So you
nothing
ain't doing no
compared to
deep
what
trolling.
me and Pizarro done said about each other. Nothing compared to nothing like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nothing.
I think that black sector would do well to respect the rules of engagement of y'all sector. That's what
I,
I would think.
I think so too.
Yeah, I can't disagree with what you were saying about that. I think that's true. Now our sector, the Wild Wild West, it's
Yeah.
I mean, my sector, home sector, is Nature Boy sector, and we
Uh-huh.
got involved in the black sector in 2020. And I'm telling you, everything went to shit once we got around the motherfuckers. This what they do. But Diva
I'm so
came
glad you
in.
said that about the nature boy sector, because I had been saying that because I seen a couple of people like you, and who else was that I seen in the nature boy sector that is now in the quote unquote black sector, whatever. That's why I was saying a while back that most of those people in the black sector, or a lot of them anyway, came from the nature boy sector, because
Yeah,
y'all pretty much tore that motherfucking sector down. Y'all went in on
they
nature
did.
boy's ass.
How the sector got tore down is because everybody moved off Nature Boy and everybody started attacking me. That's
Each
really what happened.
wow. Oh, they started attacking you.
Yes, and it tore the
Oh
Nature Boy
wow.
sector up. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it became, yeah, everybody started attacking me. And that's
Oh,
what it
see, I
was.
didn't know
That's what
that.
it was.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I didn't
Yeah,
know
that's
that.
actually what happened. See, that's why I don't like a lot of infighting and hating and shit. I like the fact that in the beef sector, y'all all have an understanding.
Yeah.
That we beef and roast and gag and it's entertainment. Y'all don't go too far. Y'all don't do all of that old
Yeah, ain't
extra
nobody
stuff.
trying to send the police
Yeah.
to nobody's house. What you call it? The SWAT nobody house and
Yeah. My house done been
oh,
swatted. Yeah, my house done been
oh
swatted in my
Lord,
sector.
my God.
Yeah, people done tried to damn Diva found my daddy job, tried to get people to call and get my daddy fired from his job.
Oh Lord.
Um
I
They
don't
do
think you have to get
all
that
that.
deep.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
mm, mm.
yeah. And
God,
so,
I
but the
can
nature
say
boy
that.
sector, we wasn't about that at first. Like
Yeah,
that's not even that's foreign to my home sector. We weren't about that. If you got
yeah,
into something, y'all just go back and forth and whatever. That's how I play. They
yeah,
think that they want to go higher and higher and higher, basically not even higher, lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. Because if they
yeah,
can't beat you with the roast, or you even hurt their feelings, some of them too sensitive to even be content creators in a roasting and
yeah.
beef sector, and I don't think that's fair. If you too
Mm,
sensitive to roast and beef, and you got to call agencies, you got to do this, you got to do that, you really shouldn't be in a place that everybody kind of agrees that this is what we're gonna do, right?
I agree.
Because
I agree.
literally, we have boxers that box. They agree that we are going
Right.
to box. We're going to get in the ring and we're going to hit each other. If a boxer lose the fight, do they go swat the house of the boxer that won?
No,
Exactly.
they
So it's
just get
like
up to fight another day.
exactly. They'll organize a rematch or something like that, and they'll
Right.
go at it again. You don't see them messing with their mama, their daddy, their brother, their cousin, their sister, their uncle,
Right.
calling the job and calling the whatever was over
Right.
boxing, trying to get them removed from being able to play in the sport of boxing. No, you
Lord
don't see that,
Jesus.
right?
Yeah,
So
it's real scary over there because some of the
yeah,
stuff that I have heard, it seemed like people have, like I heard that story of, was it the melanin lady and then the man with no gums, with the gums over there? They was in court and they was chasing each other on the
yeah,
interstate or something like that. I'm like, damn, somebody could have
yeah,
got killed like that. I was like,
yeah.
what
That
the
really
hell?
happened.
Now,
that
that is
that
not
did
normal.
happen.
That's not normal to me. I'm like, what?
They was in a high speed chase down
Oh
the
my
day.
God. Jazzy,
That really
girl.
happened. That was, I'm sorry, Miss O. That was a classically funny stream because that was
Over
hilarious.
YouTube shit, though?
Yeah. So he was over there. they
Woo.
was they they was
Yeah.
chasing each other down the street in the cars, and they had the lives going, and it was
Oh
hilarious.
my God. Hey, Seven girl. But that's not say somebody could have got
No, it's
killed.
no, it's no, it's not safe at all. But it was funny though. Like, I
Oh
mean,
my
it was inappropriate,
God.
especially because all of them is just really older people. But I mean,
Yes.
it was unbelievable that had happened. And the crazy thing about it was, it really didn't even the people who was going at it, it really didn't even involve them. They weren't the people involved in the court. Like so, they
Oh
were just there
Lord.
for
What?
witnesses and support. And so,
That was there to support.
yeah, he wasn't in,
Girl, you is
he was
lying.
not a part of the court proceedings at
Hell
all.
no.
He was there.
Hell no.
He was
Hell
there to
no,
support
Jesse. Hell
another
no.
lady.
Girl, stop it. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah, and they.
Now, you know that's not normal, right?
It's not. But, I mean, look, I done been telling them some of the stuff go too far, but don't nobody listen to me. But stuff just be
Yeah.
going too
But let
far.
me tell you what else I thought was funny coming from your ass, Jazzy. Thanks for the super chat, Jace. I thought it was funny when your motherfucking ass said when when you was going to meet no gums in what is it, Philadelphia or
Uh-huh.
Detroit, where the fuck you live, you was going to meet no gums, but before you got there, Cookie got there and she fucked up your whole shit because you said you had rented you a hover around and you was gonna ride down the street just dressed up. Now, I would have loved to see some shit like that,
It
as
was
opposed
gonna be,
to
I mean, it really wasn't a violent pull up. What happened
right,
was everybody was trying to make it violent, and then the
right,
police had got called when Cookie had went out there. And I said,
right.
I'm not finna go to jail for riding down the street on the hover round.
Girl, a hover out of the fucking dot. Now that would have been some good YouTube, okay?
It was
And I
real
hate that
time
you
on
didn't get
site
to do
content
that.
creation. I said
Yeah.
ZX was gone. ZX was hyped because ZX the night before was walking down the street with a gun, and he was looking around the corners and
Yeah.
jumping at every shadow, talking about something. Is that Jassy? Is that Jassy? I said ZX.
Child.
I'm 5'4", Miss O, 150 pounds. So I was like, why he
Lord.
don't need all that for me. But
Right,
I was never really going over there. I'm not gonna. I'm a woman. I'm not gonna go fight a man. So
right,
that's crazy.
right.
So I had brought a man with me. However, I did have a man present just in case things got crazy. But it really
Uh-huh.
was gonna be a troll job. I was gonna
Right.
troll him. I was gonna go because we called him, it's the senior citizens of YouTube and
Oh
old
Lord.
folks TV. And so I was just going to troll and do my
Right.
my elder character
Yeah.
and just
Well, see,
troll
I
him.
hate,
VHH
Jesse,
trolls.
I hate that you didn't get to do that, but
Man, I
instead
hate
you
that I
even
didn't
see,
do it too.
instead of seeing that, which would have been funny as fuck, that would have been like classic YouTube for real.
Yeah,
But instead of that, your shit got usurped, and old girl jumped a gun,
yeah,
coming, knocking on the door with her outfit on, and he came outside with the gun. And see,
yeah,
that wasn't funny to me. To me, somebody really could have got hurt in that situation.
yeah,
I would have
yeah.
loved to see you riding down the street in a hover round in an old lady costume. I would have died. Do you hear me?
I was
Oh
gonna
my
sit up
God.
there. I was gonna play the character to the end. Even if somebody had called the police, I was gonna troll the police too. And
Oh
so
my, I'd have fucking
I
died.
really
Even the
do hate that
police
I
would have
didn't
laughed at your crazy
get to
ass.
do it. I
Girl, if you
do.
would have did that around here, the police would have laughed at your ass. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly. So I mean, it was
Girl.
well thought out, but I just felt like once the police had been called, the police had been
Yeah.
out there the day before. Because
Yeah.
somebody called the police because he was walking down the street with a gun on
Yeah.
YouTube, and then the 4 a.m. the police had gone out there again. I felt that was too dangerous. And
Yeah.
I might have got locked up for really not
Yeah.
even doing nothing
Yeah.
at that point. So I had to just go
Yeah.
ahead and scratch it. But
Yeah.
I do
But
kind of
why you
regret that
think
I
she
didn't get to
did
do it.
that? Why you think do you think she on purpose went to his house before you could go there? Do you think
Yes.
she did that on purpose for attention or something like that?
Yes.
Because
Yes, I
y'all was
do.
cool up to that point, right?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
fucked up though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I really didn't even and it was like, I'm not a person that competes. I think that
Right.
everybody is special and great in their own way, and I appreciate the differences of everybody and all that there. But
Yeah.
the bottom line is the fact that if you live there, you had plenty of time to
Yeah.
go there. Y'all done been beefing for 6 months and y'all down the
Right.
street around the corner. If I come, I spend money, I fund this whole thing myself. I funded it
Right.
all myself. So,
Right.
and that's a part of, I said, it's not just about like the legalities got done. Like I did get the police report and all of that different stuff when I was there. But there
Right.
is a certain portion of content creation that I want to be able to do, on my travels and exploits. And that was
Yeah.
something that I wanted to be able to do, and
Yeah.
kind of have on my channel and for me, you know.
Right.
And so it's just like I really didn't like that. I felt like the only reason if I was not there, would she have done that? Right.
Right. Right.
And I
That's
didn't go
I was
there on
thinking
day
that
one
too.
and day two. It's like literally the last thing, that I'm gonna do. So
Yeah.
it was like you to go at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't go to nobody's house. Everybody done seen if I go to somebody's house, I don't go to nobody's house at night. And I don't go to
Hell
nobody's house at no
no.
4 o'clock in the morning. I do it in the
Hell no.
daytime, and
Mhm.
I don't do try to be, super, super disruptive about it. It's already disruptive enough that I'm there. So
Yeah.
I just felt like she was trying to beat me to the punch. It seemed disorganized. She pulled up with some other women. I don't know why you pull up to a man with other women, and in danger. You don't know how he was coming. And then to say
Right.
that he was wrong. Now that's the one time he wrong about a lot of things. But if you come to my house, you can't tell me not to come to my house. You can't tell me not to come out my door and say whatever to you because you on my
Right.
porch.
Right.
So
Right.
she put herself in that whole thing, and however
Yeah.
that went, you know.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that it was something where she could not have kept up with her persona of being this tough person. If
Right.
a person comes from a whole nother state and
Right.
goes to this individual's house, how
Right.
can you explain how you've been arguing with him for 6 months and you have never gone to this dude's house and
And y'all
y'all are
in the
in the
same
same
city.
city, 15 minutes
Yeah.
away from each other?
Yeah. 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 I was suspect about that too. I just
Yeah.
felt like she was trying to get the shine or the
Yeah.
attention before you did.
She
But
would
with
tell us that
you,
she wasn't gonna go over there. Literally, her ops in the sector would say, "Well, why you just don't pull up on him? Right? You
right.
arguing with him, you yelling at him, you threatening him, you doing all this, that, and third. Why you don't pull up on him? Right?" And she would say,
Mm.
"Y'all go pull up on him then. I'm not about to put myself in a situation for y'all entertainment, but then you go put yourself in a situation. Come on now."
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's what made it.
Right.
That's what I was thinking. And people thought I was tripping, like, oh, she was riding for you. She did all this stuff for you, whatever, whatever. And I said, that don't matter. I view things as an issue. Just because I had this issue with her didn't mean I felt like she was just a horrible person, whatever,
Right.
whatever. That's not what that meant. But
Right.
the situation that happened, I didn't like that. And I didn't like how it went down. I
Right.
felt like I invested way too much in it. It was something that was
Right.
important to me. It was
Right.
something a part of a series. I'd had a whole come outside tour. Everybody knew
Right.
what was going on. And you
Right.
usurped me. I don't care. That's
Right.
the bottom line. I don't care. She said that
Right.
she decided she didn't want to be friends with me anymore because I didn't care that he pulled a gun out on her. But I said, it's his right. If they have laws there that says that this individual gets to defend their house at home, then he can come out of his home at his door that you knocked on with whatever he want to come out with.
Right. Well, I just think that no, it didn't even necessarily have to be no gunplay. I don't
Yeah,
think it would have been any gunplay the way if you would have done what you would have done, which is pretty much a skit, which
yep,
would have been classic like
yep,
YouTube, because that
yep,
would have been funny as hell. So why pull a gun? But if you
yep.
come to somebody's home in the middle of the morning in the black dark and all of this and all that, it's no telling how somebody's going to be at. But honey, riding around the street on down in an old woman costume in a hover around, I,
Man,
I don't think it
even
would be no
even he
gunplay
would
like
have
about that.
laughed. Even he would have laughed.
Right,
Any
because I
sort
would
of
have cracked
anger
the
that
fuck
he
up.
had or
Right,
whatever, he would have just been like, "Jassy a damn nut," right?
right,
And that
right.
just would have been it.
And y'all could have had a good kiki about it. You
We
know what I
really
mean?
could have, and then we might
Yeah,
have been able to solve and have an adult conversation,
that's true.
right? And while
That's
I
true.
was there, and cleared out some of our stuff.
That's true. I could, it's been done over here before where people have had conflict before and then they meet up in a neutral place and they have a sit down,
Yep.
and some things can be resolved. And I really think I really hate that you lost that opportunity. You know what I mean? Like I really do, because that would have been really, really funny.
Yep.
Oh girl.
I
Oh my
said, and
God.
I like he might even joined in before it was all said
That's
and
what I'm
done and
saying. I
played
don't think
along
it
with
would have
me.
been right. I
So
don't think it would have been violent. I would
no,
think it would have been a good kiki, a great time for resolution. And I really hate that that opportunity was missed. I
yeah,
do.
I hate that too. And then it ended up. Now I'm still in a conflict. At the time, I'm still in a conflict with him, and now I got a new conflict.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it
I
just
hate
ended
that.
up really being a mess. It really did.
I'll
But
call
I didn't.
somebody
That
that's
wasn't
jealous.
my intentions. I didn't intend any of that to I didn't have no ill feelings towards her.
Yeah,
Before I went there, nothing. I
yeah,
didn't have anything. But at the end of the day, I always have to stay true to myself. And if I don't
yeah,
like something, I'm not gonna pretend.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna be fake because I'm not fake. If I have a
Right.
problem with something, I'm gonna say so.
Right, I got you. I got you. Like I said, it would have been great YouTube content, girl, because I'd have fell off the side of my damn bed because of shit like that. I ain't even go freaking lie. And the only reason I'm just mad because you didn't get to do it. That's the only problem that I got with your whole
Yeah, yeah,
situation.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
oh my,
And
and I
I'm
believe your
glad you even
crazy
like
ass
that
is gonna
idea
do
because
that
a lot
shit
of
too.
people was like, "That's stupid," because people want you to get ignorant, and when you don't get ignorant, they be
Right?
confused. And so you don't
Yeah.
always have to do. You can get something done and not get ignorant. You can get something done and just come to somebody's house and do, a skit, a troll job, a
Yeah.
little roast, and have a little gag
Right. Now
off of
that's what it
coming
was,
there.
like a roast and a gag and a skit. Because we
Yeah,
do
I
that up.
won't
We
go there
used
and
to
make
do that
fun of
over
him. I was
here.
going to do my twerk team audition for old, twerk TV. That's all I was
Yeah.
doing.
Thanks for the super sticker, Divine Country. But yeah, that would have been a good little kiki. I still
Hmm.
would have been playing the damn video, girl. Do you realize how many views you would have
Yeah,
got on that video? My
yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah. So it was. I said, it is what it is, though. It is what
Yeah.
it is.
Well, you keep doing you, Jazzy, okay? You keep
You
your
keep
head
doing,
up.
you keep doing you. I be sitting there in the bushes watching you. I love your commentaries on different stuff. I watch your commentaries on Allie. I watch your commentaries on different stuff that
That
go in the black
Android
sector, and
lady.
I like
What's
your
wrong with
stuff.
that Android, girl? There's something wrong with that damn Android, but okay, girl. I said, that goddamn
Bye, Miss
Android looking
O.
back
Peace
at
to
me on the
everybody in the
screen.
chat.
But thank you, Jazzy. That was funny. I'm glad she came up straight from the gate. Because she let us know some things about the situation when it come to uh Diva Tomboys talking about she gonna run up on Pizarro. And so I'm glad to hear that Jazzy, which is from the black sector, believes that she won't actually run up on Pizarro because that is uncalled for. It just ain't that deep to me. Like I said, we are all adults and it don't never have to go left like that, in my opinion. I mean, the girl is just lightly trolling her because me and Pizarro done wit at it tougher than her and Pizarro. You don't hear me saying, meet me at the Walmart parking lot. Girl, girl. Ain't it hot in Florida? Why they want to fight like it in Florida? If you a woman, why you want to be sweaty? Ain't nobody trying to sweat their weave out round there to the Walmart parking lot, trying to argue and fight with somebody like they teenagers over some YouTube stuff. Who trying to do that? You want your mascara to run, girl? Are you okay? She made a lot of she made it a lot clear. Lady Tia said, but you just never know. It's easy to do whatever to a I agree, Lady Tia. I agree. My situation, like I said, I would rather have seen Jassy pull off a stunt like that, ride around and hover around in the old lady costume, as opposed to somebody coming up to the house in the middle of the morning in the dark with a cute little outfit on, but then the other person coming out with an actual firearm because you came to his house so early in the morning. I would love to have seen something like that, a skit like that, as opposed to, something that appeared to be so much more dangerous. And so, yeah, because I would have got a good little kiki out of seeing somebody off YouTube riding around somebody's house in a damn hover around with an old person costume on. Y'all know I'm silly, so I I got my whole life behind that shit. I'm not gonna lie. Jassy said, Cookie was mad because I said he's harmless. But he is. He's not going to do certain things. I know him well enough to know. He would have laughed. He was trying to take me to lunch while I was there. Right, Jassy? Right. I don't think that he would have tried to harm you in any way, and I think that he would have laughed too. Like, who wouldn't laugh behind something like that? I would. Jassy said ZX came out to where I was to try to take me to lunch, but I left because it was after Cookie pissed him off. Then I was scared. I understand that, Jassy. Yeah, I would have left too. You did the right thing, Yeah, it would have been so funny to me too, Donna Summer. So yeah, it would have been funny to me too. But you know what I mean? It just is what it is, child. It is what it is. Well, anyway, y'all, child, I'm getting ready to get off of here. I had to come on here this morning because I wanted to give my commentary on the things that I gave my commentary about. I guess this just it, but let me just say this in closing. When it comes to people um actually wanting to pull up at somebody's house and you're in their own city, you can't go around threatening some people like that. Now I understand tomorrow, and somebody like Pizarro, she ain't gonna tangle with you, girl, for something stupid like that. But you got to be careful when you throw on a for real in real life. In my opinion, you got to be careful about the threats that you throw out to somebody, even if you trolling. Because if Pizarro was a different type of person, after you done sold all them wolf tickets about coming to see her and clocking her tea, if you say that stuff to some certain types of people, them people will try to get you before you get them. And that is some trouble that you can bring to your doorstep that you really don't want, you know. So that's just madness and insanity to me. Why would you do that? Right? But that's just my commentary, child. I done said what the hell I had to say about it. But I've been telling y'all about that Death Star over there. They don't know how to play right. There's something wrong with them. They got controlling spirits. They got thirsty spirits. Maybe they swallowing too much sand while they trying to play in your sandbox and they mad about it. Child, I don't know what the deal is, but ooh, child, just calm. Put a muzzle over your mouth, bitch, and act like folks. That's all I got to say in the final analysis. Okay? And so, y'all hit the like button on your way out the door, right? Please hit that. And thanks for everybody that joined me this morning, Miss Cruiser and Jazzy. Thanks to all of you guys that popped in the chat and said what you had to say. I really appreciate you guys. I just wanted to share this little commentary because I felt like it today. Y'all know sometimes I can concentrate on what's going on and sometimes I can't. Today just had to been the day where I can concentrate and focus, and I want to come down and share it. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for checking on me every time I go live. And I'm finna get off of here. Thank you, iPhone. Yeah, please catch the replay. My replay gang is tough. So y'all catch this replay if you're coming in late. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button, that membership button, that share button. Child, hit all them buttons, okay? All right. But most of all, y'all be careful out there. And don't be taking this stuff to heart to the point to where you want to roll up on somebody because we all grown. Okay? Ain't nobody trying to get sweaty out here over no stuff that people say on the YouTube. Okay? So anyway, you have a great day too, Libra baby. All y'all have a great day. Be safe. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye bye. Peace.